What's up, everybody? I'm Virginia Raspberry, and you're watching the latest episode of Virginia Tries Almost Everything. So in today's video, we're going to move right along because last video, today's video, and the next video are kind of in chronological order of things that I was doing while I was on my big hiatus for my channel. So this is following right along in that because the reason why I left Domino's was because I got my hair straightened. So moving right along, I'm going to be talking about not only the experience of me getting my hair straightened, I think it was like almost 2 months ago now, but kind of just my hair journey in general, because it might not look like much, but my hair has been a big part of my life. I feel like a lot of Black women kind of feel that way. Like, we go through our hair journey, whether or not it's, you know, going from relaxed to natural to always being natural, or staying relaxed and dealing with, you know, the comments and opinions of people, no matter what you're doing with your hair. So yeah, when I was younger, so my parents are divorced, and I was raised by my dad, but my mom, she would pay for me to get my hair done. So when I was a small child, up until about, I say 11, my hair was natural, and it was really long because all I got was like braids. So like, I don't even remember how often it was, whether it was like every 2 weeks or if it was once a month, but just always I was getting braids and braids and braids, and my hair could do nothing but just grow. So I had really long hair and it was nice, but I remember when I was going into middle school, so when I was like 11 or maybe turning 12, I started getting relaxers. And I don't remember if it was my mom's idea or if it was my idea and I wanted her to let me get relaxers, but that's what started to happen. And my hair was like really healthy, and it moved. And that was one thing that I always remember about my hair, was that my hair would move whenever it was straight. And I knew a lot of girls that I was going to school with that their hair was like stiff. And I don't know why my hair moved more than theirs. I think it was because of the product. Like, apparently you're not supposed to put product in your hair when you're straightening it to prevent it from being stiff, and like, because I think the stiffness is buildup. So yeah. Later on, that's what I came to realize. My hairstylist, I just went to the same lady, like, she just knew my hair and knew what she was doing, so she would always just get me right. So from probably like 11 to I think 14, I was getting my hair relaxed like on a regular basis. And then my mom, she went natural, and she was still paying on my hair stuff. Like, my dad was still not interfering with that side. And so when I turned 14, going into high school, like, you know, this very pivotal point of your life, you know, at that point, you know, if you're 50 years old, your high school year should not be a pivotal point of your life. I hate to say it, but, you know, up until that point, you know, your high school is the most important. And like, I was about to be a freshman, I was so excited, and my mom, she was like, I'm going natural, I've been awakened, you know, I got my third eye open, I'm conscious now, I'm going natural, and you go natural too. And I could not have had worse news. If my dog had died, I would not have been as sad as what she said, that I was gonna start getting relaxers. Because I didn't know my natural hair. I had never met this woman before. Like, natural hair? Who? Like, I had been, but the crazy thing was that I hadn't even been that long. Like, I was only getting relaxed for 3 years. So all the time before that, and then from then on, I was natural. So you're thinking like, well, you should know your natural hair because that's what you've been most of your life. But no, because you're not really self-aware when you're younger than 11. You're just kind of living life. You're not really conscious of yourself. Like, I don't really know how to explain it without trying to sound pretentious, but it's like you don't really know that you're existing before you're like a certain age. So by the time I became self-aware, I was in middle school, you know, and so I didn't know how to do my natural hair. I didn't know anything about it. It would just look foreign and scary and nappy and unkempt to me. So I'm going into high school, and I'm trying to hang on to my relaxed hair that I have left, and my dad is like, oh, well, you know, I don't remember, because looking back on it, I remember him saying that, why don't you just get me to pay for your relaxers then? But I feel like at the time, he wasn't singing that same tune. Like, I feel like at the time, he was like, oh, you know, if this is what your mom wants, then this is probably what's best for you, or I'm not interfering with that, that's what you guys have always been doing, so I'm not gonna step in. But it's weird because like I don't remember him saying that, but I remember him saying like, hair looks nappy, you need to get it relaxed. But then again, I'm like, well, if he thought that, then why didn't he just pay for it? I don't know. I don't remember what was going on at that time, but I just remember that my hair was nappy and I didn't like it. And my dad was like joking on me, which made it even worse. So I was trying to fight it, and I was like straightening my hair every day, and my hair just gradually just started breaking and breaking and breaking, and it was just not good. And I remember this one day I was in class. I think I was in 10th grade by this time, and this boy in my class, he was just like picking on me for like no reason, like not even just my hair, like because I talk funny, because I look funny, because I'm tall, like just raining on my parade. And I remember that he said something to me, and I said something back, like trying to stand up for myself. And then he was like, "Who are you talking to, umbrella head?" And I was done for. Like, I was completely shattered because the way I was wearing my hair, like I've always liked bangs, and I was trying to wear my hair still straight, even though it was breaking off and like terrible looking. But I was wearing like bangs, and I'm like, my hair was like just a little bit longer than my bangs around my head. And so that's why he called me umbrella head. And I called my mom that same day, and I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna cut off. I'm gonna go get a relaxer if you don't do something about this right now. Like, you need to put a stop to this because this is a problem." And in reality, I don't think my hair was breaking off as much as I thought it was, but the fact that my new growth was natural, I think that it was because like afro hair, it like sticks up, so my hair was growing up, and therefore it was lifting up the relaxed hair that likes to hang down. So my hair was like really short, but I think if I got relaxed, it wouldn't have been as short, Or maybe I'm just telling myself that to just make me feel better. But yeah, I was like, "Mom, like, you need to do something, you need to do it right now because this is a problem and I'm not gonna live like this. You want to go natural, but you're not even here to help me, and you're forcing this on me." And I think I started crying. Like, I was really distraught because I was like, and like when you're like 15, 16, like your appearance is everything. So it's like, I'm ugly, I can't live like this, like you're ruining my high school experience, like just completely like fell apart. And my mom, you know how moms are. She was like, "Okay, well, you can get your hair relaxed, but I really don't want that. It's really not good for you, and it's not what's best for you. But if that's how you feel, then we can do that." And she kind of pulled. She tried to Jedi mind trick me with the "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed." Like, I'm not gonna force you, but here's a bunch of guilt to dump on you. So I was like, "Oh well, I don't have to get it relaxed, but we gotta do something." And so she said I could get box braids, and that was my saving grace because I just wore it in box braids for like the next year and a half. And that was cool. But the only thing I didn't like about box braids was that it was really itchy. Because I don't know what's wrong with my scalp. Like, whether it's freshly washed or whether it's been 2 weeks, my scalp is itchy. And I don't know. I've used different products. I've moisturized it a lot. Like, I've made sure that I'm getting to my root. I make sure my shampoo is getting to my roots. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the issue is. I accidentally like kind of burned my scalp one time trying to do a hot oil treatment. I had to be rushed to the emergency room. I was fine, but even before then, it was like an issue. So I don't know what the problem is. Like, I don't know. I need like to be looked at by a scalpologist because I don't know. But that's besides the point. But the box braids were cool. They like kept me off of the jagged edge, and I was able to live my high school life. And then after I stopped getting box braids, I noticed that my hair had grown quite a little bit, and I was ready to no. This is what happened. I remember like it was yesterday. I used to work at a hair salon. I mean, a beauty salon, a nail salon. And I had a customer, and her name was Felicia, and I'll never forget it. And she was like, "Virginia, like, what are you doing with your hair? Like, what do you do to your hair?" And I was like, "I don't really do anything to my hair. Like, I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember how my hair was when she talked to me, but I was like, I don't really do anything to my hair. Like, I just put it up, I guess, whatever I was doing." And she was like, well, you look like you have a hair texture that's just like mine. So come over to my house and I'll do your hair and I'll show you what I do and how you can start doing your hair. And I was like, okay. And this lady, like, knowing her now, like our relationship now, like she does not just invite people to her house. Like she's kind of well off and she has a lot of nice things and she didn't know me. Like just for her to be inviting me into her house, just like I wasn't even the one doing her nails. Like I was just talking to her. Like, and that was just, I just feel like, you know, you look back and you're like, God was really working in that. And it's just like, and I came over and she told me to bring everything that I use or bring everything that I have. And I had, I think, like a big jar of like the green hair grease and a Denman brush and I think like some Eco Styler gel. Like just those three items. Like I remember it was the grease and the Denman brush and then I think it was some type of gel. She was like, this is it? And I was like, yeah, I don't do anything to my hair. She was like, oh, child. She was trying to get me right. And so she like goes up to her room and gets all her stuff down and she starts using her stuff and she gives me a bunch of 2-strand twists. And as she's twisting it, she's talking to me about my hair. And she was like, did you wash this like I told you? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, your roots are dirty. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I was just this poor, pitiful child, like with this hair that I didn't know how to do. And she was just like, okay, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to start deep conditioning. That was one thing I remember her telling me. And she just gave me these twists and they look so good. And I'd never seen my hair like that before. Like, I'd never seen my natural hair in twists. Like I don't think I ever got twists when I was a kid. So it was my first time doing twists and they look so juicy and they were bouncy and they were moving around and I was like, wow, like they look so great. And she was like, yeah, like I just used whatever she used. I think she used some Carol's Daughter stuff or whatever on me, which isn't cheap by the way, so she was really looking out. And she told me, no, actually I don't even think I had a Denman brush. I think I just had a wide tooth comb. Like I think she told me to get a Denman brush. Because I remember, whatever she told me to get, I went out and I got it the very next night. Like, because I had work the next day, so I went out and I got the stuff she told me. And, like, oh man, and then I started binging natural hair YouTubers. Because she was telling me, she was like, yeah, I watch her, I watch this girl, and you need to watch them, and you need to look at this, because you have this type of hair. And ever since then, I've just been on this natural hair journey, where I have been taking care of my hair. And it doesn't look very long right now, but you know, you'll see that it's gotten long, and from the point where it was at, it's much better, and it's so healthy, and it's so thick, like really thick. And I'm so happy with my hair. Like, I look forward to the day whenever I get to have a daughter and I get to do her hair and show her, and not just do it, but to show her, because that is really the focal point. It's not, because if anything were to happen to me, I would want her to still be able to know how to do it and to maintain it herself. And I don't want her to feel like she just has to cut it all off or she has to go to somebody else or has to get relaxed. You know, I want her to be confident in her hair and be like, oh, well, my mom taught me how to, these are flat braids, like flat twists. I wouldn't consider them cornrows, but I guess maybe you could, or like Dutch braids. So I want her to be able to do flat twists or braids or 2-strand twists. Or right now I'm learning how to do jumbo twists. I'm learning how to like do knotless twists. So wish me luck. But yeah, you know, because my hair is beautiful and I wouldn't want anybody else's hair. You know, actually, just kidding. I wouldn't want anybody else's hair. You know, because God gave me this hair for a reason. And it fits me just right. And right now, I'm just working on growing it out. I want it to be really long because it's already healthy and thick. So yeah, I'm just working on length retention right now. I've had a pretty good system. And you guys have been watching a little bit of my hair journey on the couple of things I've done to my hair. But yeah, I wanted to go into a little in-depth video on it and to show you guys where I am right now and what's going on with my hair, because I don't know, it's kind of a big deal to me. I really like my hair. I wouldn't cut it off for anything. So yeah, but this is the video. This is what's been going on. And you know, since then my hair has, you know, gone through being straight, and then we're gonna get into what I did to revive my hair to make sure that my hair wasn't damaged from it being straight into the next video. which is an extra special video too, because we're going to have a special guest that you get to see. So be sure to stay tuned as always. But this is the video. I'm Virginia Raspberry. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and push the bell to be notified on all the things that are going on the Virginia Tries channel. Be sure to drink plenty of water, and I'll see you next time. Bye.